Hi, welcome back to Joe's Nostalgia Overload. Today I'm going to talk to you about the adventures of Pete and Pete, and I'm going to present to you the top 13 out of context best moments that I thought I saw from the show. So it's a completely arbitrary list made by myself with only me left to judge, okay? So if you don't like where things are placed, you're not me, so it doesn't matter. But I do want you to know about this show.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Eunice. How's every little thing?
And it's one of those shows that when I was younger, I didn't quite get. I knew I liked it, but I just didn't get it. I needed things more force-fed to me. And that happens, because kids are stupid. They really are. Even the smartest kid is stupid. Yes, your kid too. Well, going back as an adult gave me a new appreciation for the show. You know, the music, the dress, the way things are handled. It's like a live-action cartoon, and it reminds me of the town upon it. Personally, I think they could bring it back on Hulu or Netflix or whatever the heck Viacom wants to do to get more of the stuff out there. Release your back catalogs of MTV shows, of Nickelodeon. Just put it all out there. Even if you can't make money off DVDs, at least streaming or YouTube or whatever, okay? Do it. Ads, promos, shorts, whatever. Get it out there. And what this show really had going for it is that every character is insane. The brothers are nuts, their friends are nuts, the family's nuts, the people they run into are nuts. There's a guy named Pit Stains. He's Little Pete's nemesis. The guy sweats through all his clothing and says things like this.
You heard me? Wax me down.
Well, that was number 13. Number 12 is another person they run into. Principal Adam West. This is pre-Family Guy, okay? So this is somebody else knowing that Adam West is hilarious before Family Guy.
I might not be the smartest man in the world. Then again, I might be.
Imagine if Batman was your principal, but Batman was also a dick that didn't like kids.
But I do know one thing. School has rules. Rules give us meaning. Rules give us hope.
Meaning and hope. Check.
And with number 11, what if the person bringing you to school was a murderous, bipolar bus driver?
So, why don't I put on the finishing touches to my trust, loyalty, niceness? The witch is dead.
Though at number 10, he does have a good point here.
No one wants to be a bus driver when they could be a bear.
Yeah, the show sure loved bears because number 9 is Big Pete getting a lecture from his dad in a golf cart dressed in a bear costume.
Their lives are anything but perfect. But when they tee up a ball, there's always that dream that they'll hit the perfect shot. And when they do, for that moment, their lives are perfect. Do you understand what I'm saying? Good.
Yep, all heart-to-heart should be done through bear costumes.
Now get this. Some kid driving around in a smelly bear suit is not part of that dream.
Having a heart-to-heart's nice, but wouldn't you like to do it dressed like a furry? Alright, you wouldn't, would you? Nobody should. Or maybe you said yes. In that case, contact me. I want to interview you. Number 8. What if your best friend's dad was played by Steve Buscemi? And your best friend also made a custom likeness in doll form of Steve Buscemi to race against your little brother? And what if your little brother sabotaged the race and blew up the doll?
Be clear.
Steve better be lucky that that's not voodoo. Number 7. Wellsville is the type of place that can be terrorized by a pumpkin gang. That's just terrifying. You change the music right now, and this is basically your middle 80s to early 90s B-level horror movie. The Pumpkin Gang. Number 6. Remember the good old days of Nickelodeon when they just didn't care what you were watching? That was great, right? Like this scene.
Fireman's field day. There was nothing they could do, because everyone knew the terrible truth. Like a fish flopping on a dock, Pink Eye was a goner.
So young, so brave.
I'm pretty sure they're overdosing on drugs. Candy. Mm-hmm. Fool me once, Nick. And what about this Nickelodeon conspiracy at number 5?
Why 9 o'clock? Why not 9:11?
Yeah, I didn't pull that out of context or anything. But hey, I mean, they already know about the Illuminati. I mean, did you ever see the Illuminati conspiracy on Secret World of Alex Mack?
All participants in this promotion have to have been in Paradise Valley on September 11th.
Yeah, there's something there.
A pony and a 9/11 emergency surgical kit with working stethoscope.
Hold up, Bob, don't go there. You know that they watching the all-seeing stare.
If there wasn't something shady going on, then why at number 4 would the two brothers, the main characters of the show, be setting up landmines in people's yards? That sounds like terrorism, okay? And guess what? They're not like toys. They're like actual landmines that harm animals.
No. You throw in a complimentary lint brush.
N-O spell.
Number 3, what about the creeps that live in this town?
Pete Wrigley, I've watched you grow from a toddler 3 to a 14 regular.
How can some kid's hero be the guy who inspects underwear? And then when they meet this guy, he knows way too much about everyone's underwear.
Inspector 34, yeah. And I am...
Don Wrigley, 37 stout, down from 38.
That's right.
Joyce, the way you stay size 6 is an inspiration. Pete, Ellen, you've grown so fast it's hard to keep up.
You know us too?
I look after many people.
Now, if I said there's a guy in town that knows all the little girls' underwear sizes, would you trust him? Would he be some guy that you invite over for barbecue? Well, in Wellsville, apparently, yes. They're cool with that. So I guess I should be too. I mean, hell, they don't have a problem with this guy, and he pees in pools, and they call him the urinator.
Too much coffee. You had to go bad. Real bad. Bad enough to switch the chemicals so that you wouldn't get caught. Too bad I caught on.
Urinator!
Town also seems to be alright with this guy. Artie, the strongest man in the world. And I don't know how I feel about Artie. I mean, as a kid, I found him creepy and, like, off-putting. But at the same time, he was pretty funny, and if you ask anybody, he's pretty memorable. But I guess I wasn't alone, because even the executives thought that, lose Artie. He's off-putting, and I guess that's the thing. Artie's off-putting to adults. And now that I'm an adult, I kind of see what they're getting at. But if we didn't have Artie, we wouldn't have our number 2 clip.
Ah, music of the gods! I'm live on George Clinton.
By the time Artie began dancing the Voodoo Crispy, Markle's spell was broken. When I saw Ellen laugh, I knew everything was gonna be alright.
That song's just awesome. Whether it's here or the Beavis and Butthead movie, I could hear that anytime. And at number 1, obviously, you knew, I knew, everyone knew. If you've watched Pete and Pete, it's pretty obvious. The only thing people talk about, besides the song not making any sense, or the little kid having a tattoo, is the guy with the ice cream head. What was that all about? And why do we all remember it? He's kind of like Zeke the plumber from Salute Your Shorts. Like, the whole show could disappear from our memory, and that will pop up.
As Pete peeled back the flap and revealed the secret life of Mr. Tasty.
Wow.
All in all, they were pretty ordinary photos, except for one thing. He never took off his swirly head. He's got to take it off. No. Not here. Hey, the Statue of Liberty.
Look at this one. Sure looks lonely, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's weird.
But how could he not have any friends? Probably foot odor?